Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be talking about the first half of my week number 38. Got a little bit of a tickle at the back of my throat. I think I'm going to be a little bit unwell soon, so I sound a little. I'm just hearing my voice now for the first time in a few hours and I haven't really spoken, but I sound like a snotty cunt. Anyway, a few things I wanted to mention from last week that I forgot to mention. I think I was too busy ranting. But last week some cool shit happened. Well, I remember there was more than one thing, but I just remember on Saturday, my mate texted me from the restaurant. Actually, I met this guy originally at the restaurant, but he left a while ago. And you know, we're very similar in a few ways. We have ambitions to be very wealthy. I know a lot of teenage boys and young adult males like me have that same thing, but we're actually sort of acting on it. Of course, there's more work that I could do. I'm not great at focusing, but a lot of people say it and then they'll go and get pissed and drink at the pub with their mates and then not do anything. I do try and do things. I just fail a lot. And again, oh my god, this dog's slurping his water. Again, like my focus isn't great. I mean, yeah, what I'm trying to say is I know all guys say that, they want to be rich. But me and this dude actually, I'm not sure about him actually. He hasn't really showed me any proof of him working towards it. But he keeps trying to get high paying jobs in the city, which is one way to go about it. It's probably the more secure way to go about it, to be honest. And all the best to him. Basically, I just really got along with him in the restaurant because we used to talk about, all the ways we've tried to make money before whilst we were polishing cutlery. And it just meant we could relate to each other a lot more. And on top of that, he's also going through a ginormous heartbreak as well. His is probably worse than mine, to be honest, because he actually lived with this girl for a long time. And I think she cheated on him, so that sucks. So we're sort of like talking to each other about our own situations. And again, he knows the girl from my situation. So it's nice to talk to him about it because he knows the person. And he knows the other person that she slept with. So he was also surprised like me. Like, what the fuck? Because as I said many times, when I... fucking hell, just shake your water everywhere, dog. And then, when I talk to people about it that don't know anybody in the situation, they're like, yeah, man, obviously that was going to happen. But you seriously, you have to know the people in the situation to know how fucking surprising it is. It's crazy, the dogs decided to be really loud the second I hit record. It's probably because I started talking. But anyway, I'm not going to rant about that because I fucking hell, I give this hoe way too much of my fucking attention in my head. It's ridiculous. But I was just talking about that because, it was one of the points I can relate to my friend from, that he kindly came into London to visit me on Saturday, but for some reason I didn't mention it. But yeah, so we just had a nice little day in a part of London, walked around, chatted for a little bit, and yeah, that was it. It's like a... it makes me regret not going to uni a little bit because the place we were at was quite a popular university area. So there's lots of kids our age. I say kids. I'm 22 now. I'm an adult. So there's lots of people my age, and he keeps telling me that all these girls are, dude, this dog is fucking annoying. He keeps telling me that all these girls that are walking past me are checking me out. I'm like, are you just hyping me up? Are you fucking serious? Like, I was wearing like some trampy clothes. Like, are you sure, bro? You're hyping me up though. I need to keep this guy around more often. What a G. But yeah, so spoke to him about just life, and yeah, it was a nice little evening. He was hella late though, which was a bit annoying. But when I was waiting for him, I stood on the pier near the River Thames, and I had like massive flashbacks. I used to work on the boats on the River Thames, and the office, which is on the water. There's actually a little building on the water that goes up and down with the tide. And I had my interview in there with somebody who unfortunately has since passed away. But it was just nice to relive that for a moment, real quick. Oh, this dog, man, fuck. All right, so let me actually start talking about the week now. I wanted to just go over that because that was quite a big part of last week, and I thought, oh, fucking hell, I didn't even mention it. What the fuck? So yeah, my sleep has been quite bad this first half of this week. Why? I don't really know. I suppose it comes down to discipline, and I do sit in bed for a little. Dude, what the fuck? dog is fucking crazy. I do sit in bed for quite a while before falling asleep, but I also could do a better job of getting into bed as well. Um, I used to have here on my, I'm looking at my tracker right now, and I used to add like a slightly different shade. Beige for some reason is the color that I use for sleep and bed, but I used to add a different shade for, oh, okay, I got in bed at this time and then I fell asleep roughly at this time. For some reason I haven't done that this week. But yeah, sleep's been bad this week, as in it's going to sleep too late. Probably because I have this false sense of confidence at the back of my mind saying, oh, right now I live way closer to the gym so I can go to sleep later and wake up later. Which is partly true, but if I live like that, then I end up being late anyway, which is fucking annoying. So yeah, I had about 7 hours of sleep on Monday, woke up, didn't have time for breakfast, just necked a coffee and went to jiu-jitsu. 30-minute bike ride, got to open the door for this dog. No, he's just playing with me, he doesn't even want to go outside. It's a little running joke that he does. Yeah, necked the coffee, rode the bike to the class, and yeah, it said here my attentiveness was 5 out of 10. My energy was 8 out of 10, so it's not bad, and my performance in rolling was 8.5 out of 10, which is pretty good. Hung around for a bit, a little bit socialising, then rode my bike home. Did a little bit of shopping, came back in. 6 bolt, I've been fucking smashing through granola. I said to myself, I'm going to stop buying this because I just keep eating it. It's not great for you. I need to cut the calories a little bit. And obviously, I forgot that I said that because I bought some more granola. It's just really good. And but yeah, I think I'm gonna seriously cut the calories when I get back home to where when I start going back to living at my dad's house where I've always lived. I'm gonna do my 1 hour runs. I actually quite enjoy them, and they burn just short of 1,000 calories. And if I do that a few times a week, I'm bound to cut the weight that I need for the competition. So yeah, I had the granola and another coffee. So that's basically breakfast, and then that was around the granola and coffee was around 3 o'clock. And then I started planning the online coaching, which was, I believe, my bi-weekly goal. I forgot to. Oh shit. I think I set myself 3 goals last episode. I forgot to check on them. I'm just remembering now. I think I set myself 3. I've completed 2, and I've almost completed all 3. So not bad. I'll touch on that at the end of the video. So yeah, had that. I planned the online coaching, and I've reached out to 3 photographers actually. 2 of them were my friends, but none of them fucking responded. So fuck them. Trying to give your friend business. I reached out to 2 of my friends who are into photography. None of them have even given me a reply. It's been 3 days now. I think that's just rude, to be honest. At least, I mean, you don't have to do it. Just say, hey man, no, sorry, can't do that. They didn't even reply. So fuck them. I found another photographer on Bark, which is a website for all these freelancers, and yeah, they're kind of this lady. I remember, so she called me because I was obviously on this list, and she called me first. Well, she's actually the only one that's called me, so I answered, and she told me that she's actually been an online coach herself before, so she's actually kind of perfect for this. And she said, "What's your budget?" And I said, 100 to 150. She said, "Oh, I can take pictures for you for 150," and I'm like, "Cool, that works." I have keys to a gym personally that I can open and take the pictures in there. It is a little bit of a dump though, but we'll try and do it in there. I'll try and brush and clean it up a little bit to make it look good. And she sent me her Instagram and everything, so I could see like her fitness Instagram, so I could see like what she does. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. She was fucking gorgeous. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. But yeah, I think she has a boyfriend though, so not going there. Just it really shocked me. I was like, oh my god, this girl's fucking stunning. She's gonna be taking my pictures. I better be looking good. And she had like 100k followers too, so I'd be curious to ask her, why are you getting out of fitness and going into photography? Surely like online coaching makes way more, but maybe that's a fucking sign. Because as I've said, everywhere I look online, the people that are promoting online coaching are making it literally seem like they're all fucking gajillionaires. It's like, how we, I mean, I won't have a hard time believing that you can make a decent living. out of online coaching. But these people are literally like in top end, high end sports cars, traveling the world in high end apartments. It's like, what? I don't know if you can make that much money. And they're like, and you can too, £30,000 a month. Really? Okay. Um, but yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna not believe that I can make that money doing this kind of thing. But they sort of they say it in a way where it's easy and anyone can do it. So there's just red flags for me if an industry has that kind of that I don't know that kind of those kind of people in it saying this shit, you know. And now when I'm seeing people like her switching to fucking photography, it's like, why would you do that? You know, you've got 100k followers on Instagram. You know, you're doing online coaching. Obviously, it's not making that much money, or maybe she just hates it for some reason. But yeah, anyway, so I've sorted that. Well, I haven't sorted it yet. Nothing is booked, but we are going to find a date. I'm going to probably just get another haircut and maybe buy some gym clothes to make sure I'm looking my best. Yeah, so after planning with that lady, I or somebody I was training in the morning with asked me to um, play hell divers with them. I haven't played hell divers with anybody in a while. I used to play with that one. Oh yeah. So also, let me just go back a little bit. When I was planning the photography, I was also reaching out to some people that I knew to try and practice online coaching on them. And again, man, you know, I mean, I've had some videos. I mean, sometimes in life, I'm like, wow, I'm really lucky to be surrounded by amazing friends that, you know, reach out to me and ask me, check on me and stuff, which I still am, and those friends are still there. Um, but sometimes those friends, uh, like, just won't reply to me. But again, no, actually, you know what? No, I take that back. These people are different crowds of people. They're not the same people. The friends that I have, that I'm very blessed to have, that check on me and I mean that I enjoy spending time with, they're a different category. But I have other friends. I guess you could put this friends in quotation marks, who I enjoy being with when I'm with them at the time. I enjoy talking to them, but then sometimes they just won't answer my text messages. And no, I'm not entitled to people's attention 24 hours, 24/7. But you know, if people don't reply to your messages or they open them and leave them on read when you ask them a question, I just think it's rude. Um, and I would never do that to one of my friends. But yeah, so I had somebody at the restaurant who, I mean, I've been to the gym with him once and I was showing him some workouts. I drove him to work and spent some time together, played some games, and he opened my message and just left it. I was like, yo, man, I'm just trying to get into online because I know that he's trying to get into fitness. He wants to better himself in that aspect of life. And I said, hey, I want to try out online coaching. I'd love to give you some dietary advice and some fitness routines. It's free of charge. I just want to get experience. All I'd like is your feedback. And of course, if you're happy with your work, I said, if you're happy with your workout at the moment, you know, we don't need to do this. Nothing would change between us. We're still great mates. I was just giving you the opportunity if you'd like. And he just left me on red. I was like, what the fuck? I thought we were cool, man. I mean, and I genuinely, I'm telling you now, if he said no, I'm happy with my workout, that would have been completely cool with me. Completely fine. But I don't know why he left me on red. And then I think I had someone else leave me on red too. But yeah, oh no, I didn't have someone else leave me on red. I had my other client, my first PT client, who I see in person. Obviously, I've been staying at my friend's house for just under 2 weeks, so I haven't been able to see him. And I offered him free workouts. I was like, yeah, let me just send you some stuff for free so you can keep on top of it. He's like, oh no, I'm not doing it. Why? You know, fuck's sake. Anyway, um, so yeah, now my plan is because the people I've messaged aren't up for it for some reason. I'm going to take some professional pictures with this lady, and then I'll post on my Instagram, and also I'll probably use Instagram ads, and I'll probably get 2 to 3 people that have a free 6 weeks with me at online coaching, so I can, you know, master my craft and get feedback from them, and maybe even turn them into clients in the end of it. So that's the plan currently, and yeah, I also sorted out the job with with the restaurant that that's near my house. They want me to come in for a trial shift. Unfortunately, the shifts they offered me, I was unable to do because obviously I'm here at my friend's house. So I called them. I said, "Hey, can we find another date, please? Because I can't do it." They're like, "Yeah, sure." Gave me another date. So I think that's next Thursday. I'm going. So yeah, that was finalised. So that's great. Oh wait, yeah, that was that was one of my other weekly goals. So that's sorted. So that's a tick in the box. And then I played some cheeky games with my mate from training, like I just mentioned, and had a spaghetti bolognese for dinner around 6 o'clock. Had a coffee, and then I rode the bike again for my second jiu-jitsu training of the day. Rated my attentiveness 7 out of 10, and energy. Yeah, so my energy's been pretty good actually throughout this whole week. I mean, minus today. Today's Thursday. I'm recording this video late again, but I won't talk about Thursday. But yeah, I mean, the whole time I've stayed here, I've trained at least once or sometimes twice a day, and my energy's been pretty good the whole time. And I've been biking as well, so I've been moving a lot, but I have been eating quite a lot too, obviously, because my weight has been pretty steady. I've maintained basically, and my energy's been good. So I suppose I'm eating well or healthily, not healthily, because I've eaten a lot of sugar, but not a lot, but probably more than I should. And I rated my rolling 8.5, and yeah, I felt really good rolling. I've really started to bite down a little bit and fucking go for it because I've got some competitions on the horizon. And yeah, I'm just not giving in as easy as I used to. Another 30 minutes on the bike home, obviously. Tuesday, only slept 6.5 hours, woke up 5 bowls of granola and coffee. I decided not to go training on the Tuesday morning because I know that those classes are fucking packed, and I just don't really enjoy them as much. I'm just gonna stay home and do some work because I know that I ride my bike. It's gonna be super fucking busy, and I might even get injured. You know, I always think you can always get injured, but sometimes it helps rationalize not going, which is not good. But anyway, I don't regret too much missing that session. I ended up. I haven't written on the notes much here what I did. I think I did a lot of doom scrolling, to be honest with you. I had more granola, like at 11, so a lot of fucking sugar and chocolate basically. And I wrote here, just didn't feel like doing anything today. And I do remember that. That was, it wasn't that long ago. I felt really shit just in my head, I guess. And I just had zero motivation to do fucking anything. I forced myself to keep pushing with the crypto, and I discovered another way of copy trading this week. I'll talk about that in a moment. But I was pushing with my PT lady. I needed her to send me the fucking documents. There was one document that I was missing to start the work, and I was pushing for her to send that to me finally. And she finally sent it to me at around 5 p.m. on that Tuesday. But yeah, it was a really bad day mentally. I didn't feel like doing fucking anything, and I hate feeling like that because you feel shit just by default for some reason when you wake up sometimes, and then you feel more shit because you're not doing anything, and then you feel guilty and shit. Yeah, so around 4:30, I had steak and 4 scrambled eggs. Um, a lot of doom scrolling, I'd suppose. A lot of investigating crypto and talking to this fucking lady on email. And then I had 2 more bowls of granola again before leaving for training and a coffee. Left for training, got there at 7 p.m. Rode the bike there, obviously. Attentiveness was 3 out of 10. I remember I was watching the move, but I just wasn't watching it. I was just not there. But the energy was still 8 out of 10. I still felt good. I was happy. I was fine to be there. I was like, I'm at jiu-jitsu training, I'm not hating it. I'm happy to be here. Uh, yeah, I was kind of just in a flow state. Not a well, I would say flow state actually. Yeah, I mean, even though I couldn't fucking for some reason listen to the technique, when my partner explained it to me, I was like, oh yeah, I'm familiar with this, and I was doing it and enjoying it, and the guy I was with was pretty chill. I even had one of the coaches who was just stretching down from the last session that was just a gi session, so I didn't do it, and he was just watching us and he was offering advice, which I was very happy to receive. My performance in rolling on Tuesday night, I rated 8 out of 10. I might I might start changing the out of X formula maybe to like 5 because I don't think I've ever uh, given myself below 5. on the out of 10 ratio. So if I made it out of 5, then it would be a better sort of indication. Yeah, so after, oh shit. Oh yeah, so after that, came home, had 2 hard-boiled eggs and a slice of toast, and some chocolate that I bought from the shop. Haven't been keeping track of my spending that much this week either, because I know that I'm spending shitloads of money and I'm probably scared to do it subconsciously. Wednesday, I slept 8 hours, woke up at 9. Didn't train Wednesday. Oh, fuck, man. Yeah, Wednesday was an angry day. I was a fucking angry man on Wednesday. So, stupidly, I offered to help one of my friends. I know, being a good friend almost is no. I was going to say being a good friend is almost never a good idea, but of course that's not really true. But this one person in particular, I definitely would have called him a friend years ago in my life, but now I mean, of course we all change, but there's just parts about him that have changed, and he's just really not that likable anymore, to be honest. And I do cherish the moments that we shared over the years. I've known him for about 6 years. But now, in the last year, he's just been, I don't really know what the word is, but just much less enjoyable to be around and sort of bitter, really. I suppose I could definitely describe myself as bitter recently for good reason. And I'm sure he has his reasons as to why he's changed the way he has, but he's not really open about it. So it's hard for me to sympathize or empathize with him because I don't know why he's acting like a dick. I just know that he's acting like a dick. So he asked me to cover on Wednesday. I said yes. I mean, I mentioned this briefly as well. This is the same friend that he called me a pig. So I said, look, if you're going to call me that, I'm not going to cover for you at the in the reception. So find someone else. And then he refused to apologise for weeks. He was doubling down, calling me a pig again. And then he eventually apologised because he really needed me. I was like, you know what, fine, I'll do it. Since you apologised, I'll do it. And then I was like, oh, it turns out Wednesday was probably one of the worst fucking days I could have agreed to do it. First of all, Wednesday training in the morning is fantastic. It's really good training. It's about 3 hours of fucking golden jiu-jitsu at the gym. On top of that, I just got, on Tuesday night, I was given a really cool opportunity to teach kids who have been in trouble with the police jiu-jitsu. So young offenders, I was given the opportunities to treat young offenders jiu-jitsu. I was like, that would be a really interesting experience. And it was about £60 for an hour. I was like, fuck yes. So I said to my friend, look, he also wanted me to cover Saturday. I'm like, look, can I please trade Saturday, Wednesday for Saturday? So like, I'll do Saturday if you do Wednesday. He was like, no, I can't. And he kept doubling down on I can't. He was being really short with it. So I assumed that it was like a family matter or something, or a personal matter. So I didn't want to push him because he was really like, I can't do it. But like, with Saturday, he was saying why he couldn't do Saturday because he had a competition to go to. And I was like, that's understandable, but I'm still not going to cover Saturday. I will cover it if you cover Wednesday. And he was like, I can't do Wednesday, I can't. So I didn't want to push him again because it could have been really personal and I might have really upset him. Turns out all he wanted to do was go training. And when I found that out, I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, if you just used your brain, you could have just not gone training on the Wednesday morning. You could have gone in the evening. I could have done my training in the morning. I would have covered you on Saturday, so you could have gone to your competition. But for some reason, you put your foot down and you wouldn't let me have Wednesday off. Why? You fucked both of us. Because the most annoying part was that he was supposed to be back at around 3 o'clock. 3:30, but he was late, so I couldn't leave the gym, and then I couldn't go to teach these kids that I was given the opportunity for. So I was so pissed off with him. I missed training. I missed the opportunity to teach these kids and earn money and get my name out there in a different way for teaching for the first time. I was so fucking pissed off with him. And all, I mean, of course, the story would be if he had like a personal family thing to attend to, it'd be a completely different story, and I would not be upset with him. But he just went to go training, and he fucked my day up so bad. I would have happily done Saturday instead, helped him go to the competition, but I'm not doing it anymore because he fucked me. So I'm not going to help him. I'm never going to help him again. I'm really upset with that, man. To make things even worse, when I arrived there in the morning, I have the gym keys because I was working at this gym before he was. I actually gave him the job, something he often forgets. Um, and I have the gym keys on my home keychain, but obviously I've been carrying around a different keychain because I'm living at a different place right now. And when I got to the gym, I literally walked up to the door and I was like, I don't have the keys. I just walked home. I walked back to my friend's apartment where I'm staying right now. Well, not walked, got on the train. About another 30 minutes, man, fuck's sake. Got it, came back, opened up the gym. Luckily, there was nobody waiting outside, otherwise, I would have been in trouble. But yeah, it was fucking Wednesday was a very irritating day. And I told my friend on text, I was like, look, I literally said straight up, like, I cherish all the years we've had together in the past, but right now, fuck you. And he was like, wow. I was like, no, but seriously though, fuck up. I can't believe like how much you fucked my day here just to go training. Like you have a job here. Why? Like, I thought I was covering you for an emergency. Fuck. And also, when I was in the gym, I sort of had a moment of realization. I was like, you know what? Because there was a time when I was working at that reception basically full time. And I thought, fuck, I really didn't capitalize on the opportunity. I didn't make, like, there would have been such a big opportunity there that I didn't really capitalize on, which would have been, a lot of people complain about the gym being a little bit dirty because it is. I could have spent my own time and not much, but some of my own money cleaning the gym properly, so that people would have been more attracted to it. The owner would have fucking really appreciated that gesture. And also, I could have started my PT career there whilst I was working on the reception desk. I can't figure out why I didn't do that. I literally got maybe 2 to 3 calls a day of people asking for PTs in that gym. I could have been printing money. Then again, the owner of the gym, I know him quite well. Not personally, but I've known him for a long time and I've had many interactions with him in the gym. Um, and I know that he takes quite a large cut from the PTs, so that would have been less attractive for me to teach there. But I still could have starting my PT skills there. And a lot of my friends that PT there aren't even qualified. I'm doing this qualification for nothing really, but yeah, I mean, I can't believe I didn't capitalize on that, and I could have started PTing over 2 years ago, but for some reason I was being a fucking idiot. But yeah, part of me was like, man, maybe I should come back here, work here full time, kick out these other two bozos that can't fucking communicate their shifts between them properly, and run this gym and like actually run it up. And I would literally spend my own money on. I know that that's ridiculous. The owner should do it, but to be honest, the owner doesn't care because he's got two gyms. The other one's way more successful. He doesn't care about the other one. But I could take it into my own hands and actually make it because the gym sentimentally means a lot to me too. I basically grew up there. In my formative teenage years, I spent most of my day there, and it makes me sad to see it sort of wither away into the state it is now. But yeah, so a lot of I mean, I probably won't do any of that. But it just came through my head. I was like, fuck, I really wish I sort of put my head down a little bit more when I was working here because I could have maybe turned it into something or revived it almost. But yeah, then again, that is quite a long shot because I mean, the coach wouldn't have, the owner wouldn't have listened to me if I recommended different coaches because yeah, they just wouldn't care really that much. But yeah, anyway. Also, I'd be making my life a lot more complicated if I sort of weave out some of the jiu-jitsu coaches. They didn't really speak English, and that was a kind of a contributing factor to the downfall of uh, of the gym. Because and there's lots of coaches. If I recommended that they didn't work there anymore, that would make my life a lot harder because I'd just taken work away from people that I sort of know, and that would probably make me a little bit less of a likable character in the sort of social circle that I operate in every day. So yeah, maybe it's best I didn't do that. Anyway, had a chicken curry for breakfast at this deli that's near the gym. It was actually really nice. and I wanted something sweet, so I had 8 pain au chocolats and a coffee at this beautiful new like garden shop with a barista in it, and it's actually a really good coffee too. £3, not bad. Um, yeah, so I just covered the desk, covered the reception desk. Some Brazilian guy that I know came in, and usually I sort of rolled my eyes when he walked in, but I actually had quite an enjoyable few hours with him. He's a big dude. He comes in. When I first met him, his English was really bad, but now it's actually I can have a pretty detailed conversation with him. His English is way better now, and yeah, he came in. He shouts my name. He's very loud. He does everything loud, which makes him quite obnoxious. But I started to find it really funny today. Like he yawns really loud. He coughs and sneezes really loud. Yeah, but he was pretty funny, and we were just chatting back and forth about life, really. And whenever we had a quiet moment, like whenever there was nothing to talk about immediately in the next 10 seconds, I was comfortable with it, but he was like pulling out the most random questions because I don't think he likes silence. I just found it quite funny and quite sweet as well. But yeah, I think he's a black belt actually, and yeah, just going back and forth. And I ended up quite enjoying his company. I planned to do some work on my phone on Google Sheets, which would have been really awkward, but I ended up just talking to him for basically the whole time I was there. And yeah, he said, man, you should come back working here, man. The other guys at the desk don't even talk to me. And yeah, it's true because I know that the guy that I was covering for, he always says how he doesn't like this guy. Um, and yeah, I mean, I could sort of see both positions, you know, because sometimes when you're working on the desk, you just want to sit there on your phone, and if some guy's always trying to talk to you, it'd be annoying. But since it was my one-off, I didn't mind, and I actually welcomed it a little bit. But yeah, this guy lives in like a shared accommodation. And he just comes to the gym because he doesn't like sitting in his room alone. So I get it, man. But yeah, I went and had a coffee with him towards the end of my shift at the desk. My friend came back and he said, "I'll see you Saturday." And I said, "No, you won't. I'm not covering Saturday, bro. Fuck you." Um, and yeah, went home. Unfortunately, yeah, at this point, I realised that I wouldn't be able to go and coach the young offenders. And I apologised profusely to my friend. I said, "I'm really sorry, that won't happen again. I was late. It was out of my control. I couldn't leave to be on time, so I didn't leave at all." And I let him know before it happened. Had the spaghetti bolognese for dinner around 5 o'clock. Um, Probably ate a little bit too late because then I was quite full in training. 30-minute bike ride to the class. 6 out of 10 attentiveness, 7 out of 10 energy, but 8 out of 10 rolling nonetheless. Pretty good. Rode back home. Put my bike in this. I went down into the bike storage at the because I haven't been down there. I usually just take the bike up to the apartment and put it by the door. But this place actually has a bike storage. I went downstairs and looked for it. It's quite deep underground, and it has all these bike racks and cameras. But I saw somebody chained up their wheels, and someone just unscrewed both wheels and took the frame of the bike away. I'm like, are you serious? Only in London. A designated bike lock behind a fucking key lock door and cameras. Somebody would lose their bike that was locked up behind a fucking locked door, and it was locked up in the bike rack. Unbelievable. Still stolen. Hilarious. But yeah, so yeah, I put my bike down there to go shopping. Had some cookie dough ice cream and coffee at fucking 10:30. FaceTime my wonderful grandmother and played a little bit of Helldivers with my friend from the gym again. And then I sort of prepped some work and sorted out some copy trades before going to bed on the Wednesday night. So yeah, the new copy trading that I've been doing is on MEXC. It's so like I guess centralized is the right word. It's so like centralized. It's on their main website. You go, you browse all the traders. They have their stats there, and you just copy them. And obviously, there's like a little fee which I'm happy to pay for them for their successful trades. And within like 2 days, they doubled my fucking money. And I was like, what? This is too easy. Like I'm looking at my money that's doubled. My friend lives in like a sort of not a penthouse apartment, but like a sub penthouse. The building has several different high points, and this is at one of the high points. I'm in that right now. Obviously, I haven't earned this view, but it's a beautiful view of the place I'm living at right now. And I look outside, and there's men building a new block of flats across the road from me. And I'm looking, and I've just made $100 in a day by doing nothing on crypto. And I'm looking at these men that are making not much more than $100 a day for being in construction, and I'm like, what the shit? This world is not right. I'm like, this is too easy. Like, how am I? So I thought, next year I've just doubled my money. I could have put way more on that, and I could have lived off that for a few months. But obviously, you know, it could have also gone down. I'm well aware. But yeah, it just blows my mind. And yeah, on Wednesday night, I did actually make a few losses on this through some of the copy traders had a bad day. But I'm still in the profit. I'm still 11, almost 12% up on my return on investment, which in 3 days is insane. And yeah, if the traders are right more than they're wrong, I can basically make a living off of doing fuck all, which it just seems like it seems too easy. But I'm looking at the evidence right here. It seems crazy. I have heard lots of warnings about copy trading, about traders like faking their stats by simply never closing losing trades, so it doesn't go on the stats. And but yeah, I mean, I feel like this the MEXC has charts that are over, like that they stop that from being able to happen, because when you're looking at traders, you can see their fucking open trades. You can see how often or how long they have trades open for usually, if they're a loss, if they're a gain, and you can see their current trades now. So if I find someone who's got fucking hundreds of trades that are in the red that are still open, I won't copy them. I can see how long they've had the account for, how long they've been doing it. It seems like it works, but it seems way too good to be true. So I'm gonna keep doing it, and hopefully it's just true. It's good and true. But my life experience up to this point tells me this is too good to be true, man. Go and get a job. But yeah, I'm enjoying the highs of this right now. It potentially could be a massive money maker, which would just be really strange. You know, in a universe where I make money just from copy trading somebody on MEXC, I'm not sure how I'd feel. You know, I make money and do what I want basically all day, so the money's sorted, but I'm not really making any impact on the world, positive or negative, just not an impact with through my work. So yeah, I would definitely feel unfulfilled. But at least I won't have to worry about money, and I can find my fulfillment elsewhere that doesn't necessarily have to make money. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Really interesting, I think, that I'm making money this way. And I'm just sort of waiting for reality to hit me in the face. But yeah, that's it. That's the first half of my week, guys. I hope you're all doing well. As for the next half of the week, my challenges will be to hand in my first bunch of work to my personal trainer coach, and to organize the photo shoot with the lady and finalize it for the online coaching. So yes, that's it. I feel like I still need to keep pushing with the online coaching and the fitness industry side of things, because even though of course it would be great to make money off of crypto and not worry about shit, I feel like fitness, you're making impacts on people's lives, and it's sort of a guaranteed way of living. You know, I know it works. You help people get fit, they pay you. Full stop. It's not the greatest salary in the world, but it works, and it will keep the lights on. Whereas crypto can be hit or miss. So yeah, that's it. I want to hand in the work for the personal training qualification, and I want to sort the photo shoot with the lady. So that's it. Hope you guys have a successful next half of your week.